Ready?
Can I have a beer?
Yeah. Do you want to go get one before we start?
Yeah, will you get it though? Because all the animals are here and I feel very comforted. I'm very comfortable with them. Would you please give me a beer?
Okay.
Please. You're the best.
All right, do
husband
the intro,
in
then.
the whole world.
Do the intro.
No!
Yeah.
This is so nerve-wracking. Oh, I feel so nervous.
Don't be nervous. Here's your beer.
Ugh.
What is up, guys? It is, who knows what day it is. There was complications with technology.
It's Thursday.
Which is not good, which means I have a bunch of work to do, but it's supposed to snow like hell tonight, so here's the hoping. Anyways, this is my wife, Korri.
Hi.
We are going to be talking about her top 5 movies, which was also very difficult.
It was really hard.
It was really hard. But
I can't even say top. I flip-flopped a lot. But they're 5 of some of the best.
okay.
I'm not really a slasher, blood and guts kind of gal. It's not my bag. I don't mind them. I will watch them. I have no problem with them. But I'm much more into the fantasy and ghost stuff.
There it is.
Sorry, I'm nervous.
No, don't be nervous.
Yeah, that's more my bag.
Okay.
So, this list is kind of based off of that premise. So we're starting with The Company of Wolves.
Okay. Let's get a little bit of meat in this trailer here.
Well, I think mostly because it has Angela Lansbury playing her standard older lady
Oh, right.
matron role.
Yes.
Let's see. It's also very surreal. It doesn't follow a cohesive storyline at all.
It did not.
So, I think this movie's great. There are a few things about it that make it great. It's got a bunch of werewolf transformations. This movie has my favorite werewolf transformation in it. There are a few other ones I enjoy. They're a little sloppy. It's fine.
When we watched this movie, I didn't really understand. I've seen this movie before, and I knew it was one of her favorites. The whole movie was a story about this girl who was dreaming about stories inside it, and then she had other stories inside of the story.
It's like the original Inception.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a good story. It's not. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Don't feel
it didn't
like you're going to be satisfied with a tidy ending, because you won't. That's not what this movie is about. It's really sloppy, but it's also, there's a big scene where you get to see like 10 or 12 dogs in dresses, and that alone, I mean, what else do you need to say?
I mean,
there's also a scene where a peacock gets pummeled, so if you're sensitive to that.
The peacock pummeling was one of the most important parts of the whole movie.
It's one of the parts that I look forward to. And he makes a full recovery. He's totally fine afterwards, but you don't see it coming. It's not like a Pink Flamingos kind of situation.
So,
there's not a lot of good horror fantasy movies out there. And when they're done well, they're done really well. This is not one of those. It's captivating because you have absolutely no idea what they're going to do next. You just won't know what is happening
fucking
the
silly.
whole time.
Very
and I'm
silly.
Okay with that. A lot of tears.
Oh my god.
So many tears.
So many tears.
As a time sink, if that's what you're looking for. If you like really cheap surrealism, this is a good one. If you like arbitrary endings, also really good. But whatever. It's awesome. The dogs are great. A lot of German Shepherds in this movie.
Man, there was a lot.
Ghost Story, 1981, with Fred Astaire. Okay, so I saw this movie during the great blockbuster era. It's had a cheesy cover. It's just like a house on a hill with like a spooky moon silhouette, and like I said, yeah,
There's the moon, the spooky moon.
That's pretty close. I think that's just an oil painting that somebody like dusted borax in front of.
Anyways.
Okay, so I like this movie because the bad guy's much more of an anti-hero when you get to the end of it. It's pretty victimless, I guess. Basically goes after old rich men at the end of their lives. Well, I mean, that's...
What about those poor old rich men?
There's a pretty shameless wiener shot, so if you're sensitive to that also. It happens early on in the movie, so just skip past that scene when he gets close to the window.
Skip past the wiener shot?
It's kind of a thinker. It's kind of a slow build. If you like 12 Angry Men, it's sort of the same kind of pace, but it's got a good payoff. No,
These old rich guys.
it's only about one ghost, and
just one ghost.
Well, and it's sort of a generational ghost, as you'll find out in the beginning.
I don't know.
Okay, so it's about these 4 young bachelors in the 20s. 4 or 5, I can't remember. I think just 4. Anyway,
Fred Astaire.
So yeah, and they were all
there. He's right there. He's a very young bachelor.
So in the 20s. So they all are courting this one woman. They're all really into this one lady.
5 dudes, 1 lady.
It's
1 house.
The Bachelorette. I don't know. The end scene it's really well done. They did a really good job. They took a lot of care with this movie. Like I said, it is slow, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Watch it in the morning. Don't watch it late at night when you're tired, because you will not finish it.
Okay. All right. I don't remember the ghost story.
Gary fell asleep, but it's okay. That's why we don't watch it at night, because it's like, I think 2.5 hours long, maybe.
All right, that might have been why I fell asleep.
No, it's really long.
I'm sure
and
it's
there
good,
are
though.
a lot of cozy scenes in front of the fireplace and these old chairs, and you just like when they get to talking, it's old men. It's a lot. Like I said, not for everyone, but I love them.
So, I've seen this movie a bunch of times too, but go ahead.
Okay, so this next one is very psychological horror, I guess. And watching it as a parent is just as terrifying, if not more so, than watching it as a kid. This was one of the ones that my friend Leslie subjected me to.
Oh, name drop.
In my youth. My parents would never have let me rent this from Blockbuster. Or Jay's, whatever video store.
Jay's video store?
Yeah, Bond Shopping Center. Anyway.
Nope.
This one was super scary. I was probably 8 or 9 when I first saw this movie.
God.
Like around the same age as Macaulay Culkin and our baby-faced Elijah Wood. This must have been his first love of horror. And it's really weird to see Macaulay Culkin, who is Kevin McAllister.
There it is.
And Elijah Wood, who is North in that movie North. I can't remember. But it was really weird to see them come together, these 2 lovable young scamps, into this really, really gnawing, horrible, terrifying movie. Really scary movie. It
Go ahead.
Saddens me to tell you that if it is one of those, you should probably look up Does the Dog Die on that Does the Dog Die website. Spoiler, dog dies.
Oh.
But riveting stuff. Really good movie. No complaints. Good length. Solid ending.
Absolutely.
Good son. Very scary as a parent or as a child.
Oh, Elijah Wood.
Samara in that bag.
Oh,
spoiler.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yep. I know. It's all come full circle.
Origin story right there.
Mother was innocent the whole time.
Holy fuck.
I know. If you haven't seen this movie, it was real big when it came out, but that was a million years ago. So those of you young horror people who may not have seen it, especially maybe some of you young parents who are worried about how technology will affect the brains of your innocent children.
Stop.
Maybe you should give this one a try.
Stop.
It's not really about technology at all. It's just about it.
Horrible, fucked up.
Basically about a young
little kid.
Psychopath. Yeah. So pretty interesting. Definitely worth a watch. I think absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yes. Death Becomes Her. Awesome movie. all-star cast: Meryl Streep, Goldie Hawn, Isabella Rossellini.
Isabella Rossellini is naked through like almost 90% of the movie.
She's like
too.
topless.
Yeah.
Ish. Bruce Willis. I always forget that Bruce Willis is in this movie just because he plays such a shrimpy character. He doesn't do a lot of
hair and mustaches.
Hair-involved I feel like he's wearing one of those disguises in this movie.
Big eyebrows and
the Charlie Chaplin disguises. He's unrecognizable as his typecasted character in this movie, which is one of the reasons I think I like it so much. Yeah. If anything, he's definitely the victim. So
yeah.
Okay, so these two women who have kind of like had this frenemy relationship their entire life. Is that Madison? I get him confused. It doesn't matter. Goldie Hawn's character is engaged to Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis meets Meryl Streep.
There it is.
Thank you.
Yep.
And then she steals her husband away. And then years later, he becomes an alcoholic. He used to be like a plastic surgeon, the best in the business, and now his hands shake, and he's become a mortician.
Oh,
she's ruined his life.
Right. That's right.
It's about lamenting your age and the protocols that people take for it. It's awesome on a very frivolous movie.
That's incredibly deep commentary on a very frivolous movie.
I was due. Oh, hell yes, it's a comedy. It's a great comedy. Wonderful, wonderful comedy. And the special effects, like, hold up.
They do,
They
actually.
are pretty good, still. Do not understand why Goldie Hawn comes back with these outrageous contact lenses, though.
They're gorgeous.
They're terrible.
I like them.
Yo, they're terrible.
I
Plus,
love
this
them.
is before contact lens technology had gotten to a point where you could wear those in a real way. You can tell she's, like, miserable and tearing up the whole time.
Let's get on to our last one for the evening, which is pretty fucking intense. This movie, I mean, even for me, it was intense, but I want you to explain.
Yeah, this movie is stone cold. It's your classic revenge story, basically.
Super good.
With a very rapey twist in it. So
good.
Again, if you're sensitive to
this was
very adult subject matter, not a good one for you to watch.
Yes.
Yeah, you need. If those of you with a weak constitution for sexual abuse, do not watch this. That said, it is a very satisfying revenge story. Apparently based on a true story, which I didn't know until watching the original trailer. So that's horrifying. And there is no comic relief. So don't anticipate any.
Not even a little bit.
You will not get any relief. It is sadness and drama. Not like The Nightingale. Not like that. They're not going to make you go through this for 15 hours or however long that movie was.
Yeah, no.
It wasn't excessively long, so it was a manageable time. But yeah, some really hard stuff to get through. Also, not to be mistaken for the remake, which was not this movie.
No, it was not. Not even close to this movie.
Not even close. Not even close.
So
that doesn't make any sense.
At least in my opinion, this is the epitome. Oh, jeez.
Oh, here you go. Christ. Yeah, let him see this part.
Ugh. This bathtub scene alone. Oh, good. So never trust a woman again in a bathtub full of bubbles, ever. Ugh.
And she does.
The beginning of the revenge movies, this was kind of the format that I think everybody else followed after this movie came out. Like, oh man, they did all this fucked up shit to these people, and well, now they're coming back to fuck them over the same way, but way worse.
Yeah, watch the full trailer. It leaves nothing to the imagination, so
no,
you just know exactly what you're in for. So again, sensitive subject matter.
All right. I think that's it. I think we're all done.
Coming up with all of the movie ideas is hard. Coming up with things that people actually want to know about the movies is hard.
You could have just said it looked cool.
It looked so cool. All of these movies, they looked cool.
They're so cool, you guys.
It was really cool.
So cool.
I love your set, by the way. It's really nice.
Isn't our? Yeah, it is a nice set.
That's pretty
isn't
good.
it? It is. So
That doesn't make any sense.
it's real good. Korri will be back next year at some point to do another video. I'm not going to ask her to do this yet.
As per contract.
As per contract. Yeah, it's signed in blood and everything.
Yes.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's it for us this week. I will be back next week with someone, either Jameson or Coda, or the cat. I don't know.
Oh man, he's
pretty
scathing.
It's man, talk about your
He's got particular taste.
Anyway, sorry for the delay again, you guys, this week. Technical difficulties, all of that
You have
stuff.
to mention a global pandemic, not to bring that out. But,
Right.
you know.
We did have to deal with the coronavirus already. It's terrible. Not really. Not really. We did run out of toilet paper, though.
It was
Please
terrible.
fucking stop buying toilet
It
paper
was
for
terrible.
no goddamn
I
reason.
mean, let's just
Stop.
not be crazy about it.
Stop it. Stop. Doesn't make you shit yourself. Okay?
We
Okay.
almost opened a party pack of streamers.
We did. We did almost open a party pack of streamers, which we also didn't learn about until today. So that being said, I will be back next week with somebody from the household. Korri, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
I know it's not your jam.
But
You're gonna be fully prepared for next year, as per
I should have
contract.
taken notes. You were right.
You should have.
I regret nothing.
No, it's fine. Good.
Okay.
Good. All right. I will see you guys next week. Like, share, subscribe. Don't forget about Retro Access Deluxe. I'm gonna be working on a video for them probably later on tonight because snow day. Snow day, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Probably.
All right. We will see you guys in the future.
Bye. Wait, but why does Meryl Streep get to keep her normal eyes and Goldie Hawn has to have these dinner plates shoved into her? Like, I don't know. It just seems unfair.